Aurora tells Callum about Blake's plan to help Callum become the Wolf King and then challenge him for the throne. And since he knows Callum won't kill him because basically since he's connected to Aurora, that would hurt Aurora. And weirdly enough, Callum just like finds this hilarious. He's like, of course that would be the reason. Like, that explains why Blake helped us, because he's a douchebag who is only looking out for himself. This is Callum's version, of course.
Yeah.
But we do get a little breadcrumb that you may not have noticed when you first read the book, because Callum mentions the look on Blake's face when he saw Aurora dying, and how Callum started to think, but then cut himself off before finishing a thought. And you're like, wait, what? And that's like one of our first clues that Callum has suspected that Aurora and Blake were mates since she almost died, and he was like legitimately like distraught. But he was just like, nah, I'm just going to look for another reason for why Blake may have helped her. It's like, keep telling yourself that, buddy. Keep telling yourself that. So then Callum and Aurora agreed that they need to break this connection between her and Blake. Callum also believes that Blake will kill him when Callum is challenged for the throne, because he won't want to seem weak like James has in the past, basically when James and Callum had that whole bit and Callum had to forfeit. So now we're going to have to wonder if Callum might think Blake will want to kill him because of the mate bond that Callum suspects the two of them have. Dude, it's going to be a mess. And it would definitely just be like one way to get Callum out of the way and allow Blake to move in on Aurora, but we'll see what happens.
So then we get like a small little spicy scene where Aurora it's like a little tiny spicy scene where Aurora tells Callum once again not to be a gentleman. And I was like, yes. And she challenges him to take care of her since she's hurt. And she also mentions how it could help her go to sleep, because clearly she knows the science about orgasms and sleep.
True.
Right?
She heard from
Facts.
Poppy. It's true. Yeah, facts.
Yeah, facts. So Callum starts to go down on Aurora and then like stops abruptly, which is very rude, when he realizes she's burning up, and then she blacks out. And I was like, that's not the kind of blackout that you want to have.
No.
So while she's out of it, she can hear like bits and pieces of Callum's conversation with Blake about how her body is trying to reject her wolf and how she'll go through phases like this until she shifts for the first time. And then she also starts to see like various memories of Blake's, even though she's not realizing at the time. And then she ends up walking or sleepwalking into Blake's room and straddling him and placing a knife to his throat before Blake takes her back to Callum. And I was like, we want to fuck him and kill him?